Hello and welcome back to Best Intentions. To my left, I have Clayton Taylor with me.
Hi, Jeremy. Thanks for having me on the show.
Oh, no problem. It's always a pleasure when you come around. For those of you who don't know, Clayton Taylor is our financial specialist, and he's going to be the first of many installments of helping college kids who are over the age of 25 looking to go back to school and just understand the applying process and how to pay off school and just figure out all the monetary situation. So before that, I just want to say, how are you doing today, Clayton?
I'm doing pretty good, yeah. I love being in here in the studio with you guys. Thanks for having me.
Definitely. It's definitely been a pleasure. So let's just cut straight into it. What I think the viewers want to know, and me myself, is just straight from the beginning. How am I going to afford college?
All right, so the thing is, when students, generally older students, 25 and above, go back to college, they ask themselves that same question: how am I going to pay for college? How am I going to graduate with as little to no debt as possible? So we can start at square one with the FAFSA, the Free Application for Federal Student Aid. I would recommend doing that as a prerequisite for any other loans or anything you would apply for. Because granted, you may not fall into the needs base of the FAFSA, you can still always get something. They do offer Pell Grants, which is free money from the government that you don't have to pay back for college. Yeah, and if you have the means to pay it back, I would definitely recommend applying with the FAFSA. When you do apply with it, you are generally offered at least something.
Which I know for most college kids or people going back to school, something is definitely better than nothing.
Something is a lot better than nothing. So generally you'll receive a Stafford loan. It's a subsidized loan, which means you don't have to pay any of the interest on it until you graduate from your institution with a degree. And generally they have a deferment period with that loan where you don't have to pay any interest on it until 6 months after you graduate. And that allows you time to get a job, to have things lined up to start paying this loan back.
That sounds fantastic. I know with paying payments back like that, sometimes you kind of get cluttered up with that, having to pay for an apartment or a mortgage or children, wife, trying to find a job. So that 6-month time frame really gives you a lot of time to plan it out and figure out how you're going to pay these back. With that 6-month time frame, is there some form of interest rate?
Oh yeah, of course. While going to college and using the federal money that you receive from the government, you want to look for loans that are generally less than 7%.
Okay.
The amount of interest on the Stafford loans that they offer through the FAFSA are generally around 2.5% to 4%. However, that's really good.
Definitely.
As opposed to private loans.
I mean, at first glance, going from 2% to 7%, of course, the lower percent sounds better, but why exactly would that difference from 2 to 7 be so different?
The amount of difference between, I know the difference between 4% and 7% over the course of 4 years while attending college is anywhere from $12,000 to $15,000.
Oh, wow.
That you could be saving.
Yeah, so if you can save $15,000, there's really no reason to go with the highest interest rate. So
yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, I know with types of loans and things like that, and interest rates, it can get kind of confusing and cluttered up. So I just wanted to justify what exactly are the different types of loans? I know there's private off the top of my head, but
Well, the thing is, you can start by going to a local credit union if you're a member, or a bank. They offer great incentives for students. They offer student loans for generally a decent interest rate, as opposed to different loans, because you're guaranteed insurable interest on their part. So they know that eventually you're going to start paying these loans back because you're going to have a job lined up after college. So when going through banks or a credit union, I would definitely recommend looking there first for private loans, because that's where you're going to find the lowest interest rate.
okay. Well, that's all the time we have for this segment today, but make sure you stay tuned with more Best Intentions. We're going to have more installments on this, and we'll have Clayton Taylor again and tell us how to pay those loans back. So, Clayton, I'd like to thank you for coming out today.
And thank you for having me.
No problem. And we're about to cut to quick break, but before that, if anybody wants to get in touch with Best Intentions or find out more, please look us up on the Undergraduate Press under Best Intentions or nerdtv.com. We're about to cut the break and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.